Good morning everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So we had a pretty solid break yesterday. So we have first had a gap up as we were expecting. We pulled back in the trading session back onto the moving averages here, and at the same time we came back to test structure. So here is the structure. You can see they're pretty solid. Used as resistance there, used as support here. We didn't quite tag it, but we did make a valid effort to get back down there and test it. So for me at the moment, did mention it on the Telegram channel yesterday, this is the area I'm looking for, 31662. Now, whether we're going to get that or not is another story. We basically printed a new high. We didn't get a new high close, but we did get above the previous high, which is there. So you can see we did get above it before coming back down. I suspect we are still moving up. I suspect, this is of the US, of the three US indexes, this is the one that has the most potential at the moment. So what we're looking for here is opportunities to get in on this. Right, so pretty much this measured move is done, but let's look at that on the hour rather. That is a bit of an issue. Inside bar, oscillators all grouped to the upside, off the level, which is a previous high. I think just adjust that level there. Sure, and we have been ranging. So a lot of the bears would be looking here to say, well, let's try form a range here, let's get it back down, because the NASDAQ is under pressure, and the NASDAQ is under serious pressure. So for me at the moment, this is a 3-hour break and retest of the moving averages. Of the 155 anyway, but we didn't have a crossover. We got a crossover sort of late in the session. We got a 3-hour crossover, so I'm kind of bullish, but obviously I want to be in a little bit lower down. So let's just look at what transpired and take it from there. So firstly we had this massive move out. Then what happened was we had this wedge here. Now, there's a lesson here. You have a level down below here. Okay, you've got a fairly strong level. I mean, you could line it up with any one of these swing lows or swing highs. That's pretty much the level. You can see it lines up with the 155 EMA. So you've got a flag, and then we have a break here. Now, what a lot of newbie and novice traders will do, retail traders, is they'll take what they see in the books and what they're learning in courses as gospel. So basically they would say, right, so we have a break of a channel to the downside. This structure is broken, we're heading back down. And they'd be sitting here with their shorts. Meanwhile, their stops are all up here, and you can see their stops just start getting triggered, basically in this bar, as they realize that they're wrong and start losing money. So the lesson in here is quite simple. To prevent that kind of nonsense happening to you, remember, any bear channel, and that's a bear channel, that breaks to the downside, there is really only a 25% chance that it's going to continue to the downside. Okay? There is a 75% chance that it's going to continue to the upside. So obviously this becomes a fake out, breaks through the range, one bar pull back onto it, and then accelerate up. So that is, as I said to you yesterday on the Telegram channel, watch this zone. We're in the zone I spoke about, and that's exactly what transpired. With a pin bar and an inside bar, a break and retest that area. There's a break, there's a retest, and away we went. Okay, so just bear that in mind, especially when you are above the 155. When you're above 155, anticipate moves up rather than moves down. A lot of it here, you can see there was lots of opportunities to get burnt, but there wasn't really structure. We were sideways. This was a solid move, then a flag. Nice move up. Okay, now the retest didn't work out for me, so I was looking for a retest, sort of back onto 31662. As I said here, I was really concerned with that level, and this range bar here would have just added fuel to the fire. So there's no way that would have taken this trade. But I think just the structure it's important to understand what is transpiring here. So if you look on the 15 minutes, there's our range, there's our fake out, and it was only a 1 bar fake out, pretty much onto a gap. There's a little gap here, and then a break and a retest. And you can see the 15-minute, the moving averages are all pointing in the right direction, but on the high time frames they hadn't crossed over yet. So yeah, I always like trading with the trend when all time frames are when all the time frames moving averages are actually pointing in the right direction. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. So let's just have a look at what we have today. Trend is up at the moment on the 15-minute, trend is up on the 1 hour, and trend is up now on the 3 hour. So pullbacks are to be bought. So first bit of structure for me, let's just stay on the hour for this. First bit of structure is pretty much down here at 31,662. That's first area that I'm looking at. If we don't get that, then we'll have to wait and see what happens during Europe. But obviously a break and retest of the previous high at 32,095. Let's just say 32,100. So a break and retest of that gives me a great opportunity to be long again, as well, with a stop below the current low of today. So that would be something like that. That's still a 300-point stop loss, which is quite large. But just reduce your position size. It's extremely volatile at the moment. I don't see that changing for anybody right now. So of the 3 US pairs, not pairs, the 3 US indexes, S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones, this is the one that I'm most excited about, which gives me the most opportunities. This is not as tech heavy as what the S&P 500 is, and that's why. This is very much financials heavy, so there's a lot of big banks in here. And with the monetary policies that were flaunted last week, I think that does favor the banks at the moment. So that's pretty much what we are seeing. Anyway, so for me, looking to buy the retest or the breakout, one of the two. And this area here of 32,466 is my first target area. What you can also do here is just take this measured move. If it goes to pull back down to here, it targets that same area. Okay, and if it doesn't, it targets a bit higher. But we can actually do that. So that's the zone that we're looking for a move to the upside. So we're looking for 32,466 and 32,600. 32,600 sounds like a brilliant round number, and that's kind of what I think I'll be looking for. So anyway, if I do see the setup on the, if I do see any setups this morning, as the drill, I'll put it on the Telegram channel for you. But at the moment, I think that's a structure that you should be looking for, and you could take it one step further and sort of use these levels here. So break, but this previous high is going to be strong resistance, so I'd be reluctant to take a break here. So ignore that. Where I was going there, don't even think about it. That's the structure we need to worry about. Break above that and retest, then pull your stop below these swing lows and off you go. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps you, and it's looking like we are starting to get some trends going. I don't think it's going to be long-lived, just bear that in mind. So keep those stops. Don't try to play this without having a stop in. I think we're going to hit some targets and then probably have a pretty big sell-off somewhere along the line. That's, I think that's kind of where everything is leaning towards right now. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.